Okay, good evening. Robbie Keane, first question.
So Robbie, just talk through your emotions 15 minutes after your final game.
Yeah, it's obviously been an emotional week for certainly for me since I announced it. It's been and at the same breath, it's been incredible the amount of messages I've got, the amount of support I've got from people, former players, former managers, people all around the world, wishing me well, and in that respect, it's been good. And all I want to do is just go out there and play the game and do well one more time for Ireland, and obviously to get the goal, I think topped off an absolutely wonderful week.
I think everybody in the whole stadium, in the whole world, all the Irish fans wanted you to score. You had a couple of half chances earlier that maybe didn't fall to you, but you're really happy when it did come after half an hour.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, as you said, I could sense in the crowd that they were desperate for me to score the goal. I could sense with the team also and the staff. But when you've played this game for a long time, and there's always opportunities going to come along. And I was fortunate enough, and was it 30th minute, whatever it was, to have an opportunity and seeing the defender coming in quickly and the flicker over his head. It's very hard for the defender to stop when you're running that fast. So I knew that was the case. So just a matter of connecting properly with it at the end, and I was very fortunate to do that and obviously get the goal, which I think the whole country was desperate for me to do.
I think you said in the press conference yesterday about your goal, 68 now, that the Germany one was one that you remember, but the goal tonight with your young kids and your wife here as well, you'll remember the one tonight forever also. Oh yeah,
of course. This one will always stand out to, and not just this, but the game to put that jersey on one last time. It was always going to be emotional for me and the family, of course. So that's something I'll never forget, and just appreciate really the support that everyone has given me, certainly tonight, and fans coming out in the numbers, and all I can say is just thank you. And it's been a wonderful journey. It's been a wonderful 18 years, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. And I keep saying it, but it's to put that green jersey on, and I mentioned that to the players, and after the game when I said a few words is, never underestimate putting that jersey on. It's the best feeling in the world, putting that green jersey on, and it has been for me for 18 years. And we're very fortunate now that we have a good group of players in there who are desperate to play for the country, and will turn up always when given the nod. So I think the future is certainly bright.
The obvious emotional drop of the.
Okay, I think come on, let's move on. That's 20 questions.
Dave.
What was it like taking the jersey off for the last time, knowing you never go on again?
I didn't really think about it too much because all the players asked me to sign the jerseys, so I was there for 20 minutes signing the lads' jerseys. So it didn't really hit me because they were all over for 5 minutes. So I think it's something that I'll think about, maybe in the next few days or so, and it'll probably hit me in the next few days, few weeks, few months. When you're watching the players, maybe on Monday, watching the game. But it hasn't really sunk in too much. I still think I have to turn up for training tomorrow for some reason.
It's Neil.
No, but I told him I jumped up. If you see me jumping for him to score, so I think the boat was in. He was in two minds. So, listen, at the end of the day, it didn't really matter. I think the players were certainly very professional in the way that they went about it. Everyone was trying to score, and Johnny obviously got us two goals, and Robbie Brady with a wonderful free kick, and I managed to score my last goal. So I think overall it's been a great evening.
Paul up the back.
Robbie, what was going through your head as you were being substituted?
It's actually more the family, really. What they were feeling more so than me. I knew they'd probably be emotional wreck. I was thinking about certainly my 7-year-old lad who's is crazy about football. So it was a bit it just happened so quick. It's very hard to kind of, think in that moment, but that's the first thing that came into my head. And I think, but as I said, I think I'll reflect on it probably in the next couple of days. So it hasn't really sunk in too much yet.
Nick.
After you scored, we saw the double cartwheel and the pistol. If I'm right, you didn't do that against Gibraltar when you scored. Was it nice to go out and to bring?
Well, I think a lot of people have been asking me to do it, to be honest with you. I thought for me, certainly for the family, to do one last time. I did at the very, very start, and I think it was only fitting that I would do it at the end, and maybe hang it up now.
Paul.
Robbie, whenever you watch Monday's match, what's your message to the crowd?
Well, I set them in there, I wish them well. In the game Monday and certainly in the qualifications, and I think they have a great chance. You have a good team spirit amongst the players, and that was it really. And wish the manager and the staff all the best in the future going forward. And as I said, I'll be watching now as a fan, which will be strange. I've always was a fan anyway in the first place, but I mean to watch it now, sitting back and not being involved after 18 years will be a bit strange. But I think this group of players will do well.
It's in front row, right?
Robbie, how far do you think Irish football has come since you first came into the squad? You've been through a real roller coaster in your career. Now that you're leaving the squad, how far do you think the team has come?
Well, listen, I think in between them 18 years, there's obviously ups and downs. I think the most important thing is for any country is to qualify for big competitions, and ultimately that's what you're judged on. We've qualified in the last Euros, and I think now it's very, very important to capitalise on that, and certainly qualify for the World Cup. And I think that will only help the country go forward. And I certainly believe that with the group of players that they have, and the backroom staff and the manager that they have, I certainly think they have a good chance. And I think the more you qualify for these competitions, well then, of course, it always looks a lot better. And we've had a few years where we didn't, which was disappointing, but we still had good teams at that time. I believe we have a good team that can go forward also in this qualification.
Stephen at the back.
Robbie, do you think there will be a time in the coming weeks that you might sit back and reflect that you'll have regret the decision that you've taken? Or
No.
is it absolutely 100% sure?
No. I won't regret it now. No, it's the right time. You just know when it's the right time. And for me, it's the right time. Will I miss it? Of course I'll miss it. There's no question about it. You can be playing for over 18 years and putting that green jersey on for that long and not miss it. It's a big part of my life. It's my family for 18 years. So of course I'll miss it, but I certainly I don't think I'll sit back and regret it now.
Anyone else?
It's quite hard to assess now, but if you come up with a sentence or a collection of words to describe your Irish experience in that green jersey over 18 years, what type of words would you use?
Pleasure. Absolute pleasure, privilege, honour. I think I've mentioned them over the last few days. I said before that nothing beats like putting that green jersey on. It's the best feeling in the world, and that's what I just mentioned to the players in there. Never underestimate that. I don't think these players will, and I certainly haven't. Since I made my debut against Czech Republic to tonight, it's been the same feeling, and that feeling has been absolutely tremendous, and it's something I'll never ever forget.
There's one more. Anyone else? Philip.
Just like to say, from long journey, but Martin O'Neill's gesture to bring you back in for this match, that's something that you must hold dearly, because you said to us after the Euros, that was it, you didn't think you were going to get this chance. You got it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think I've mentioned that when I spoke to you guys the other day. That I was delighted that he gave me the opportunity, and I've said it there. I thanked him there, and it was a great opportunity for me to play and say thank you to the fans and thank you to everybody. Thank you to you guys also. So I'm very, very grateful for that. But now it's very important that these players now concentrate and get the focus on Monday's game. I think if you look at it tonight, the intensity and the way they went about it today, I think it was very important that it didn't turn into a testimonial game, and it certainly didn't do that in the way that the players played. So as I said, I'm very, very grateful and honoured to be given the opportunity to, to thank the fans and thank everybody one last time.
Final one, Mark.
I think it's kick-off celebration will be roughly around midday. Do you have to skip off training at all? Is any bit of training continued, or?
No, we train early enough to finish around that time. So we've obviously got TVs in the training ground. So I just hope they have the station now.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks very much, guys. I wish you as well. Take care. All the best.